and that's what the calculations came out to. And you're also being charged with impersonating a police officer, because we have you on an audio line.
But I never said I was a police officer.
Well, you did on audio. You said you corrected her. She said Palm Beach.
One morning at a Publix on Lake Worth Road, employees called 911 after noticing a woman acting suspiciously with several bags of items inside the store. At first, it seemed like a routine shoplifting call, but when she made one surprising claim, the situation quickly took a different turn.
She's leaving.
Okay, well, what happened?
She has all kinds of stuff. She wanted to walk it out.
1.42 subjects left the area enough for you, Mercedes.
This part. And this, which she hid on aisle 11 behind the Hallmark rack. And then she tried to walk out with all of these bags of stuff in the bags that she took off the bag
Okay, and she
rack.
didn't pay for none of the stuff?
No, we got it all back. So my store manager's on this side.
She said she was a Broward County officer.
Yeah, 26. She left going westbound, probably north on Hodges.
I gave it to her. It looked like it was a temporary tag. I don't remember what I said, but DPR 1 Dog Peter 13144. It looked like.
And
She-
it's a made a right.
Mercedes,
Mercedes.
yeah, but she could be going.
Okay, there's a couple other units, but that neighborhood's kind of like it goes to a dead end, and
Oh, good.
you have to live in that neighborhood, or you have to
Okay.
cut through and know how to get out
Write
of
it on the
there.
back.
So,
She says she's a Broward County Sheriff's Officer.
okay.
Well, she had those pink bags right there. She had hidden one of those behind the Hallmark rack on aisle 11.
Okay.
And then when we saw her, she was on aisle 9 loading up all of these kind of bags
Okay.
of stuff. Then she came through the registers with this and wanted to know why everybody was asking her if she needed help. And then she's like, well, I'm just going to leave this. But then she went back and got all the stuff she had already bagged up and came to register 1 and was heading towards the door. So I told her she couldn't leave with the stuff. She goes, I haven't left the store yet. I said, you don't have to leave the store. You passed all points of payment. And then she started arguing that she was a Broward County Sheriff's Office and we were embarrassing ourselves and blah, blah, blah. And then she started walking out the door with all the stuff.
That video and all that too.
Yeah, they're probably in there. If you want to go in there, I can show you where it is.
I'm here at Publix at 7745 Lake Worth Road. Reference a shoplifting in progress. With me today is the store manager. Okay, explain to me what happened today.
There was a black female loading up grocery carts, several bags of groceries. When we approached her to ask her if she needed assistance, she copped an attitude, which sent up a red flag for us. We kept our eye on her. She stashed a large bag of HBC items on the HBC aisle. Then she passed all points of sale with two large grocery carts full of product. When we asked her to stop and not leave with the product, she started arguing with us, telling us she hasn't even left the store yet. And we told her, well, you passed all points of sale, so we're asking you, are you intending to purchase these items? She continued to try to walk out the door with 3 full reusable bags full of products that she was insisting she came in with, but that is not true because on CCTV she is seen coming into the store with nothing. So we took the bags from the cart and she exited the store, then we called 911.
And what was the total amount of groceries taken?
Over $1,300.
Okay. And did you see this person leave or flee in a car or anything?
She did. She was arguing with us as she was exiting the building, insisting she was a Broward County officer.
Did she display any badges or
She
anything?
did not display any badges. She did give the 911 operator a badge number. I don't know if it was hers, but she did recite a badge number to the officer on the phone. And then she got into a blue Mercedes and sped away west from the plaza. So fast I could not read her temporary tag on the blue Mercedes.
Okay, that will conclude the statement. It is February 3rd at 10:18 hours.
They probably signal 9:18. Yeah.
Yeah, I drove.
Because when I came here, they're like, oh, there she goes. I'm like, well, what do we have, you know? So I went. Oh, there.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, there.
I drove
Let
northbound
me go to a
through
different
the whole
camera.
apartments and everything. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I went.
I think she
mean,
ducked one of the side
I
streets.
no. She probably
She
went
is
through
right
the
there.
alleyway.
On the
I went
back.
around. Yeah. Okay, that's the Mercedes. Exactly. I put it in the call.
In the handicap spot.
Well, she
Yeah. She was in the handicap
So
spot.
hopefully we can get the tag.
You think these are the regulars that hit you?
I've never seen her before.
No, never.
She had so much bling.
How about of her?
Okay, I can certainly do
Of the
that.
story. That way, at least we can put that into evidence, and that way, our detectives, when they look at it, if she has other cases, they can always say, "Oh yeah, I just had a case, with the bolos and stuff."
So my understanding is that she did not leave the store with the stuff?
She passed all points of
Passed all
sale.
points of
Yeah,
sale.
to the front.
Is that your guys' policy?
Yes.
Pass
and she-
points of sale?
Yes, then we can ask.
Okay.
And then she tried to push through me. She had 3 other bags full of meats and everything.
Uh-huh.
And she said she came in with it. I said, you did not come in with it. You came in with absolutely nothing. She said, don't get in my way. Don't get in my way. And my staff took the bags out of the cart. And she left empty handed. Well, I think she had Tylenols and stuff in her purse. But
Okay.
I didn't ask
Hey.
to look in her purse.
That's like Lantana public stuff.
Well, how
I'll
did you
show
just
you
walk
what she
out?
looks
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a plan. She had the pink bag stuffed with all the HBC items hidden behind the hall. That's her right there. Hidden behind the Hallmark rack. You'll see her because she has on a lot of jewelry. Jewelry on her necklace, jewelry on both anklets, jewelry on her wrists,
You can
a big giant
You can just
cross.
stay right there and send her the thing.
Don't look familiar.
She says she's a Broward County Sheriff's Officer. But this is where she's like trying to push, and she's just saying, take your stuff and go, take your stuff and go. And she's like, don't push through me, don't push through me. And they ended up just taking her bags out.
So what do you want me to do?
Just take a statement from her, and then if she's able to upload it, because I know usually
She
there's
says,
trouble
you're
with cameras,
embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing yourself.
and then I'll give it
She's trying to leave with all that stuff that she did not pay
Didn't pay
for.
for it.
She just wants to argue. She knew this whole thing. I took a picture of it. And I just grabbed it and put it on the register in case she's like, where's my bag that I left on aisle 11? If she was going to pay for it, great. Oh, I just found it on the aisle. I wasn't sure whose it was.
So you didn't charge her with that stuff? Just
Yeah.
when she tried to walk out with it?
No, she was going to take all of it. That was all HBC items. Then she had this whole grocery cart loaded up. All that was in the bag she was trying to leave with. That's saying she already paid for it. My cashier's like, she came in with absolutely nothing. She took the Hallmark bags and loaded them up.
Did they ever reach out to you about the gift card stuff we worked on?
Never heard a word.
Didn't hear anything? Okay.
Christmas time was a nightmare. We had so many cards returned, trying to get refunds because they were all scratched off and tampered with.
You didn't talk to the detectives about it, or you guys just been giving the money back, or how'd you guys handle it?
Well, we go through corporate, we do a research tracer. One lady said $800 out of state from UPS or FedEx, didn't insure the box, and all the cards were used. So that's on her and FedEx or UPS. So we managed to get all the information for her because she purchased them here. So through our corporate office, we got the entire card number. So then she has to go through Visa, figure out where they were spent, when they were used, and file a report
Okay.
herself.
So
for
more
all that.
likely Visa will probably handle it.
Yeah.
Probably give her money back.
Yeah.
Whatever. How's it going, bud?
Good. How are you?
Good?
Good.
What's up?
Not much. You didn't go chase her with your knife?
She got upset that we were all approaching her, offering her
Yes.
premier service.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest with you, if we could go back 30 years ago like we used
Yeah,
to,
when we used to follow and beat their ass ourselves.
I was gonna say,
God.
you would have.
we would have took her in the back and I could have put her through the meat grinder, you know.
Be careful, man. You're getting up there now. 30 years of service.
I got 44.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Thank you.
I'm out of here, bud. Mike, you need anything?
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
Anytime. Appreciate you. Love Publix. Appreciate you post, guys, man.
The next day, police returned to Publix to take an official statement from the manager. At that point, the case was no longer just a simple shoplifting call inside the store. From the surveillance footage, to the items placed inside the bags, to the account of how the woman passed the checkout area, Each detail began to show why the incident was quickly treated as more serious than it first appeared.
So I responded yesterday. I interviewed you quick just to get some fact-finding information. Today we're doing the sworn statement. Again, if you just give a brief statement of what happened yesterday.
Okay, so there was a black female, about 40 years old, who we were alerted by one of my staff that she was placing a lot of products into reusable bags, and she stashed a giant bag of product on the HBC aisle.
So again, staff members saw other Publix employees seen her selecting items off the shelf and placing them in her own.
She took 2 large bags off of the shelf, Hallmark bags, and began to fill them to the top with HBC items. And
again, for the record, what is HBC?
Health and beauty
Supplies?
health and beauty.
Like kind of like shampoos and stuff like that?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And then she stashed it and hid it kind of behind a Hallmark rolling rack.
So she concealed the items that she was going to take behind a
rack. Correct. And then she proceeded to continue shopping. She had a grocery cart, and she filled the grocery cart with bakery items, frozen food items. Then she went to the detergent aisle and filled the cart with a lot of cleaning products, kitchen towels, candles, mops, brooms. And then she was seen by our staff on that aisle loading the cart, and also with 3 reusable bags that she took and were stuffing products in the reusable bags on the detergent aisle, which we looked on CCTV and did in fact see her stuffing items in a reusable bag. That's when I approached her on the aisle and asked her if she needed help. I offered to ring up the whole cart of groceries she had to get her started. Because I said, I see you have a second grocery cart you're beginning to fill. Would you like me to start ringing up your first grocery cart? She asked me why I approached her, told me she was a Palm Beach County Sheriff's Officer and she wants to be treated.
Was it Broward County?
Excuse me, Broward County Sheriff's Officer. She said.
And when she said that,
she asked
did
me
she display
to
any badge or give any ID number or anything that would verify that she would be a law enforcement officer?
She did not. She just was upset that I was confronting her and asking her. She said for me to treat her like I treated everybody else. I said, ma'am, I'm asking you if you need assistance. I'm trying to provide premier service to you. And she copped an attitude because I asked her if I could help her. She continued to load a cart and load the second cart. She pushed the first cart up front. As she brought the second cart forward, she was passing all points of sale.
Did she go through like where the clerk is a or to self checkout?
She went through an empty register, passing points of sale.
Okay, where nobody was working at
Correct. And she was, and myself and my customer service manager were standing on the front end, and she was trying to push past us.
To exit the store?
With product. And she insisted that she brought the product in and it was hers. But on CCTV, she brought nothing in with her. So
you guys saw her loading up items into the cart, into these bags. She went through empty, where you pay a register with no clerk there.
Passed all points of sale and attempted to exit the store with product.
Okay. And so at that time you called the sheriff's office?
I did. I called 911 because she had $1,300 worth of product that she was attempting to exit with. So while I'm on the phone with the 911 operator, she was rattling off her badge number to the 911 operator, and the operator heard her. And I described her clothing. I described the car to the 911 operator.
And what kind of car did she leave in?
She had a blue small Mercedes with temporary tags, and she was wearing all black. She had a lot of gold jewelry on, like 3 or 4 big, thick gold necklaces, looked like 5 or 6 anklets on each ankle. I believe she had gold jewelry on her hands and wrist. She had a Louis Vuitton fanny pack and quite a large Louis Vuitton purse.
Okay. And does Publix want to press charges?
Yes.
Okay. Would you be able to identify her if you seen her in a lineup, possibly?
Possibly.
Okay. And you gave us the description as a blue Mercedes.
Correct.
Was it 2-door or 4-door?
I don't remember. I'd have to look at CCTV to make sure. It is clear on CCTV.
Yeah. But again, you said it had temporary tags.
Correct.
Okay. And the total amount taken, you stated was.
Well, she shopped $1,300 worth of product. She was trying to exit with the perishables when we stopped her. I'd have to get the total for you for the actual item she was trying to push through us to get out the door.
Okay, was 1,300 more or less?
That was what she completely gathered.
Okay.
She tried to just exit with the perishables. When she saw we were on the front end, she tried to push through us with the perishable items.
Okay. And it is now 10:18. This will conclude this sworn statement.
After more than a month of investigation, Palm Beach County detectives tracked down the woman connected to the Publix incident. With surveillance footage, witness statements, and the 911 call, the case was no longer just about suspected shoplifting. It also centered on an allegation that she had impersonated the very sheriff's office investigators were working to verify.
43.
Yep. All right. Hey, Yasmin, how you doing? I'm a detective with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. One of the reasons we're here is to speak to you about an incident that occurred on February 3rd of this year. Before I talk to you, I have to read you your rights because I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm just trying to get some clarification on something that happened down in Palm Beach County.
Palm Beach?
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You understand I'm a law enforcement officer from Palm Beach County, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read you something, and then after that, I can give you some more information, and you can decide whether or not you want to talk to me. You understand that? I'm Detective Araujo with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. I'm required to warn you before you make any statement you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent, not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. You have the right to the presence or representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you're entitled to the presence of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement during any questioning. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any questions, you're privileged to remain silent. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement that's supposed to be of your own free will, and any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. You understand that? Okay. Do you want to know why I'm here? Okay. February 3rd of this year, around 9:45 in the morning, you were at a Publix on Lake Worth Road in that Mercedes-Benz, and you had an altercation with a female manager about some groceries. I guess she was following you around the store. You told her to leave you alone, and she continued to follow you. It appeared that you seen that she was harassing you. Do you recall that incident?
Yeah, but I left the store and when she said that she something, I don't know, when I said okay, whatever, and I left.
No, I know you left. I got you on video leaving the store. More importantly is, when you made contact with her the first time, did you ever identify yourself as a Broward or a Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy?
As a deputy?
Or a police officer?
Yeah.
Or a detective?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm nowhere near none of that.
Okay. Because the second time she made contact with you, she was on the phone with the 911 operator.
She said, "Call." She said, "I'm going to call them." I said, "They're right there outside."
She was on the phone.
Yeah,
she was on the phone with the operator.
They're right there outside.
And what I want to say is when she was on the phone with him, she said, yeah, and she's identified herself as the Palm Beach County Sheriff's detective.
I didn't even know I was in Palm Beach. So
and
that's
then
not necessarily true.
and then your voice is in the background clarifying that no, it was Broward, and then you provided your identification number. You provided an ID number.
No, not me.
You don't remember doing that? No. What were your intentions when you were
My
there?
intentions were for her to leave me alone because I felt like she was harassing me.
Okay.
But to even say something along the lines of, I think that I'm someone else other than who I am now.
Okay. Now, when you were grocery shopping there, why did you pass all point to sale with the grocery carts?
Just in the midst of trying to get something that I didn't need, but I didn't take anything.
No, you abandoned everything at the front door.
Yeah, I left everything. And the reason why I decided to do that is because I wanted to get back home to my children.
Okay.
I was in the midst of still going through my chemo and still going through now. I was getting dressed to go to now.
Okay.
And I can no longer go.
So you don't recall identifying yourself as a Broward County Sheriff's deputy?
That part.
Do you remember providing an identification number?
I don't.
Because in the 911 recording, you said no, I'm a Broward. No, but you're specifically saying that's who I am, and you identified yourself with an ID number.
No, I don't even know how ID number goes. How many numbers in it.
Okay. All right. So at this point in time, just so you know, You're being arrested for a Palm Beach County warrant for attempted grand theft. Okay, there was over $1,600 worth of groceries in those carts that you tried to walk out with.
1,600.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Okay, well, and that's what the calculations came out to. And you're also being charged with impersonating a police officer because we have you on an audio line.
But I never said I was a police officer.
Well, you did on audio. You said you corrected her. She said Palm Beach and you said no, Broward. And then you provided an ID number and you said that's who I am.
And I said that.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yeah.
you have all this on camera.
I've got more. I've got it on audio recording and 3 witnesses that said the same thing. So, yep. I'm sorry for your illness. I'm hoping you get better, but you still, unfortunately, you have to go to jail. Miramar Police Department is going to take you to the county jail, book you in. Right now, you have no bond, but a judge can reset a bond here in Broward and bond you out. But for now, it's a no bond warrant until you prove who you are and you prove residency and the fact that you're not a flight risk.
Flight risk for
Yeah.
what?
I mean, I don't know how they do it here in Broward. In Palm Beach County, you'd have to prove that you're not a flight risk and a valid address, and they'd probably let you go with a bond.
And then how do I get to Palm Beach County?
Well, if you post a bond here, you'll get a court date. If you don't post a bond here, then our fugitive unit will pick you up within the next 10 days and take you to Palm Beach.
So what do I do about being sick or anything?
Well, no, you'll let them know about your ailments. I mean,
The Publix incident ended with a woman being arrested on a Palm Beach County warrant for attempted grand theft and impersonating a police officer. What started as a shoplifting call quickly became a deeper investigation involving store footage, employee statements, and a 911 call. This video is for informational purposes only. All charges remain allegations unless proven in court. If you found this case interesting, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to support the channel.